Today we're going to talk about rehearsal and working on set with actors. We've got Nick Buckland here. Nick is a talent agent, but he's also a professional actor and a producer.
Thank you.
So Nick, let's get into it. In your own words, what is the importance of the rehearsal process?
Okay. The importance of rehearsal. I'm going to put the actor hat on because I think when we start talking about rehearsal, it's about performance, and to me, the rehearsal process is it's part of preparation. When I rock up for rehearsal, I should be rocking up, not coming along expecting to be told what to do and how to behave, but coming along as character, delivering character, and enabling you as director to work out whether what I am bringing to you is what you want in order for the story to unfold in the way that you want it to. And that's because there are nuances of performance that we may have brought along as actors, that we may have brought along thinking that this is what you want, but it also thinking this is where our character actually is. Now, you may have parts of the story up here that are saying, yeah, but I don't want anyone to know about that yet. So let's not let that come out too obviously. And I have so many anecdotes about situations where that happens, where a director would say to you, okay, that's great, but I think I'm seeing a little bit too much of the anger. Let's not let that come through just yet. You're right that he's angry, but I don't think we want to see that yet. Now, those are the only things that you're going to be able to see by seeing people working together. And seeing what they're perceiving is going to be happening in this particular moment of time. So that aspect of rehearsal is essential for you. But then putting the producer hat on, there's another side to it. And I know that in your story, you've got like two ensembles that eventually start interacting. But there's two ensembles of your casting. And you need to see the relationships gelling, but you also, my perception of what you're going to do, I hope, is that you're going to have multiple camera angles. So it's not just about the rehearsal of the ensemble and their performance, their acting, but it's also about the ensemble with crew because of the maneuvering and the blocking that will need to occur in order to maximize the effectiveness of your shoots. So how important is rehearsals? Well, you tell me, because you're going to have the nightmare putting it together.
Yeah, incredibly important. And all the things you've said make total sense. Like, it's so important to go through this, because when you get on the set, you need to be kind of ready to go. You need to iron those things out.
Shoot day is shoot day. Yeah. That's not rehearsal day.
Yeah. So I just want to talk a little bit more about the rehearsal before we go into the shoot day. How should the filmmaker approach the rehearsal, and what things are maybe useful to do during a rehearsal? Like, in the practical sense, what do you actually do at a rehearsal?
Oh, okay. I would say make sure that you've got your heads of departments observing. Make sure that your heads of departments are there looking at how the scene is unfolding, because they're the ones who, when you rock up on set, are going to be organising camera positions, organising where the boom mic's going to be, where the static mics are. They're all the ones who are going to be saying, okay, this is how I think I can deliver my department to make the shoot effective. Where I think, and it happens a lot with, and this isn't a put down, it's just a logical fact as people are learning. But first-time directors, student crew, they discover through not doing this that it's a good thing to do. And the good thing to do is to make sure that your heads of departments are prepared in advance, rather than rocking up on set and trying to sort out these problems on the shoot. Particularly when you may have elements of performance from actors where they need to be ready to perform, to deliver some emotion, to deliver a scene that needs mental preparation. And they rock up, and instead of being able to go to that moment that they prepared for and maybe being offset, getting themselves all psyched up, they get there and then somebody saying, "Oh, can we just hold for a minute? We've got to change this camera position." Why didn't we know that before? Mm-hmm. So that rehearsal process, to me, the big thing, and I know that you probably want me to be talking more about the actor's perspective, but I guess this is part of it. If you're looking for that level of performance, or if you're looking for an emotional aspect to the performance, then I think you also want to make sure that crew have done their preparation at rehearsal to say, okay, I know what we're going to do in this scene. Mm-hmm. I know what they're going to do, so I know what I've got to do to maximize the effectiveness.
Yep.
And that's the big aspect of rehearsal for me that I think is important.
Okay, great. And finally, I wanted to ask you about, from an actor perspective, what advice do you have for first-time directors on sets? So being an experienced professional actor, what, advice or tips, guidance could you provide the first-time director or filmmaker?
Personal perspective as an actor is that the pleasure I get from it is walking off set and a director saying to me, "Thank you, that's exactly what I wanted." So I feel that my job as an actor is clearly to create the character and to bring the character to the set, but also to ensure that what I'm bringing is helping the director to achieve his or her vision. Mm. So I do want the director to be clear about what they want and hold on to that vision. Because if I might have a few actor friends who say to me, "Oh, hang on a minute," but if I allow myself to lead a director into a different direction by what I'm delivering, and if that director doesn't feel confident to say, "Actually, can we do that again, please, right? Because what I actually want here is this." If I haven't delivered that, then that's going to have a ripple effect on the story further down the line that isn't going to make sense. So if the director's got a clear vision, my overriding advice to a new, an emerging, a learning director is to say, hold on to your vision and don't be afraid to make sure that that's what you get. Do another take. Sometimes you'll see something and you say, "Yeah, that's great. Yeah, we've got it." No. You've got a version. Let's do another one. Mm-hmm. And make sure that you put time into your shoot schedule to just get one more. That was great. That was perfect. But let's do it again.
Excellent. All right, Nick. Again, thank you very much. Great advice there. Really appreciate Nick coming in and having a chat with us today. So thank you, Nick.